Hello students. So in the previous class we were talking about that of the moles. What is mole? What is a mole concept? And how we can find the mole by knowing the mass, by knowing the number of particles. We have seen some of the numericals and that is related to finding the mole, finding the mass as well as finding the particles. Okay. So students, if we are knowing the molecular mass, earlier in the previous slide we had discussed about the molecular mass. Molecular mass is what? That to finding the mass of the molecule. So if the molecule is consisting of a different atoms, so if we are knowing the atomic mass of each of the atom and by adding with the number of atoms it is with, okay, and multiplying with the number of atoms plus the second element which is having some atomic mass and the number of atom, we will multiply it, and when we add both of them together we will get the molecular mass. Okay, then we came to know about the moles, and moles is that n is equals to small m by capital M as well as N is equals to capital N upon N naught, which shows the relationship with the number of particles. Okay. Now today we will continue with the same and we will discuss this numericals which is related to finding the mole mass and the number of particle. Let me tell you student, in this chapter the numericals related to this one, to find the mole, to find the mass, to find the number of particles or the ions in it or individually ions present in that particular molecule, it always came in the exam. So it is in exam point of view it is very important. Okay. So you see here first question is 22 gram of a carbon dioxide. Okay. So 22 gram of a carbon dioxide is given. So we will say that what is this? This is the given mass. Okay. So small m, that is equals to 22 gram. So we will say here that m is equals to 22 gram. What is the molecule here? What is the component here? That is the carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide we can find the molecular mass. How? CO2. Carbon, atomic mass of the carbon is 12 into how many number of atoms is attached with this? That is one carbon is there, so we multiply with 1 plus. Why this plus student? Because we are moving to the next element. Okay, so oxygen. What is the atomic mass of the oxygen? That is 16 into number of atoms attached with that of the oxygen is 2. So this will be equals to 12 plus 32, which will be equals to 44 gram. So the gram atomic mass of that of the carbon dioxide is 44 gram. So molecular mass will be 44 gram. Now what we have to do? We have to find the number of moles, students. Okay. So number of moles, that is n is equals to, that we have to find it. Now we know that n is equals to m upon m. Okay. Now in this formula when we put the values we will get the answer. So you see student, 22 upon 44, this will be equals to n. Okay, so it will be equals to 1 by 2 or 0.5 moles will be the number of moles present in the 22 gram of a carbon dioxide. Okay, so 0.5 mole will be the answer. Now the same thing we can do with the water also. So you can see here student, 20 gram of a water. Okay. So, what is the given here? Again, small m is given. Small m, that will be 20 gram. What is the another thing which is given? That is water. So water help us to give the value of capital M. Okay, so capital M, H2O, you can see atomic mass of water is 1 and number of atoms attached with the hydrogen is 2. So 1 into 2 plus oxygen, number of atomic mass of the oxygen is 16 and number of atoms attached with the oxygen is 1 only. So it will be 1. So you see here 2 plus 16, that will be 18 gram. Okay, so we'll write here 18 gram. Now see here students. And that we have to find. Okay, so again the formula N is equals to M by M. Okay, so we can say that now by putting the value here 20 upon 18, this will give the value of a number of moles. That will be equals to 1.11 moles. Okay students, so by the help of this formula we are able to find the number of moles. If the mass is given, always remember if the gram is there. Okay, so if a certain gram of a particular compound or particular substance is given there, then you will always apply this formula because mass is given. Molecular mass you can find it with the help of the formula, and by the method of this you are able to find the number of moles. Okay, so whenever mass is given and you have to find the number of moles, always apply this formula. Now we will see some more questions related to the moles itself. Now I see the next question student. Next question is, calculate the mass of a one molecule of a sulfur dioxide and one molecule of a sucrose. Here it is not mole but one molecule. Okay, so we have to find the mass of one molecule of sulfur dioxide and one molecule of a sucrose. So what we will do, we will find the masses individually. Okay. Now see here students, one molecule of a sulfur dioxide, what we have to find the mass here. So what are the things are given in the first case? Mass we have to find. One molecule is given students. So if one molecule is given, what does that mean? That number of the particle, number of the molecule is mentioned. So we will say that capital M is equals to 1. Okay. Then sulfur dioxide is there. So sulfur dioxide is there. So we are able to find the molecular mass also. So sulfur dioxide. This is the formula of a sulfur dioxide. Now, how many atoms of a sulfur is there? 1. What is the atomic mass of the sulfur student? That is 32. Plus, how many atoms of oxygen is there? That is 2. And what is the atomic mass of the oxygen? That is 16. So this will be equals to 32 plus 32 will give the 64 gram. Okay. So the molecular mass of the sulfur dioxide is 64 gram. So we will put the value here. 64 gram. Now see here, we are knowing the capital M, we are knowing the capital M, and we are also knowing the N naught, that is equals to 6.022 into 10 the power 23. All the things are known to us and we have to find small m. Again student, you know that N is equals to M by M. N is equals to capital N by N naught. Okay. by putting the value of the first to that of the second, we will get m upon m is equals to n by n naught. Okay, so we can apply this formula. Why is it so, student? Because we have to find the mass and the capital M and n naught value is given there. So if 3 values are given there, we have to find the fourth one. So it will be very easy to use this formula. Now see here. M upon capital M is equals to n by n naught. Okay. So you see, M we have to find. This M will go there. So n into M. So n into M upon n naught. Okay. Now see here. M is equals to n into M upon n naught. So n number of molecule is 1 into M, that is 64, upon Avogadro's number 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay. So that will be now equals to 1 into 64. 1 is the n here, capital N. 64 is the molecular mass and this one is the Avogadro's number. So this will give students m is equals to 1.06 into 10 to the power 23. Okay. 10 to the power minus 22. Okay. So this is what? This is the n gram. Okay. So this is the mass of that of the one molecule of a sulfur dioxide. You don't have to do anything, student. The number of molecule is given one there. Mass is there, molecular mass, and Avogadro's number is there. So you simply have to put the values there. Whatever the result came, it will give the mass of that of the sulfur dioxide. Now we will try to find the next one, and that is of a sucrose. Sucrose, students, don't get confused with that of the sucrose. Sucrose is sucrose. So sucrose formula is C12H22O11. Sucrose means sugar only. Okay. So sucrose means sugar and the formula of the sugar is C12H22O11. Now see, what we have to find is the mass of the one molecule of a sucrose. What is the given there, students? Small m we have to find, capital M, that we will find it. Capital M is equals to 1 n naught, I am writing here, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, and capital N we can find it. So the molecular mass of C12H22O11. Student, you will think that why I am doing this molecular mass again and again. It is because most of the time question is asked with the molecular mass, that the compound is given and you have to find the molecular mass with the help of the atomic mass. Okay. So by this we are able to solve the moles concept also, as well simultaneously we will try the practice. We are practicing that how we can find the molecular mass of a given compound. Now you see here, atomic mass of that carbon is 12 into number of atom of a carbon here is 12. So into 12 plus atomic mass of that of a hydrogen is 1 into number of atoms attached with the hydrogen is 22 plus atomic mass of that of the oxygen is 16. Number of atoms attached with that of the oxygen is 11. When you multiply and add all these things, what you will get? 342 gram of sugar. Okay, students? Okay, so 342 gram of that of the molecular mass. You can solve it, and after that whatever you will get the result will determine the molecular mass of the sucrose. Now what we will do, we will put the value here, that is 342 gram. Now you can see here students, we are doing the three things and we have to find the fourth one. Again applying the same formula, and that is M is equals to capital M upon N naught, or M is equals to N into M upon N naught. Okay, put the value, then we can put the values there. N is 1 into M 342 upon 6.022 into 10 the power 23. 10 the power 23. So the value that came is one molecule of that of the sucrose is there. Molecular mass is 342. Avogadro's number is given. When you solve it, you will get 5.62 into 10 the power minus 22 gram. Okay. Okay, so 5.68 into 10 the power minus 22 gram will be the answer. So by this you are able to find the mass of any of the given compound. Okay, so if we have to find the mass, we are knowing the number of the molecule. We are knowing the Avogadro's number itself, student. Molecular mass, we can find it by ourselves. Though, then it will be very easy to put this use this formula, put the value and get the mass of the given compound. Now we will see the next question. Now you see student, we will come to the next question, and the question is calculate the number of atoms of each kind in 10.6 gram of Na2CO3. So we have to find the number of atoms in each of this is the 10.6 gram of Na2CO3. Okay. So at first what we have to find? We have to find the collective number, or the number of atoms in number of the particles in one atom. If we are able to find that, then we will get the value of each of the number of atoms present in this Na2CO3. So what we will do here, student, at first we will find the number of particles which is present, or number of atoms present in a 10.6 gram of Na2CO3. Well, when the answer will come, when we get the number of atoms in 10.6 gram of Na2CO3, by the help of that, we will find each of the number of the atom of the sodium, carbon and that of the oxygen. So at first we have to find the number of the particles of Na2CO3. So what are the things that is given here, students? 10.6 gram. So mass is given. Mass is 10.6 gram. What we have to find is the number of the particles, students. So before that we can use this, and that is capital M. How can we find the capital M, students? That is Na2CO3. Atomic mass of the sodium is 23 into the number of atoms in A, that is 2, plus carbon is there, so number of atoms in carbon is 1, and the atomic mass of the carbon is 12, plus number of atoms in case of the oxygen is 3, so 3 into the atomic mass of the oxygen is 16. Okay, students? So, what we will get here, student? 106 gram. Okay, so when you solve it, you will get the value of the sodium carbonate, and that is 106 gram. Now I see here students, so molecular mass we will write here 106 gram. Another thing which is given and that is the Avogadro's number, that is 6.022 into 10 the power 23, and what we have to find the n, the number of the atoms and number of the particles in this formula unit mass. Okay, so you see here student, again we will use the same formula, and that is m is equals to, we have to find here n, so m is equals to upon n naught. M by n is equals to n by n naught. So this will be equals to, we have to find capital N here. So this n naught will go there. So m into n naught upon capital M. Right? Now we can put the value n is equals to m 10.6 into n naught, that is 6.022 into 10 the power 23 upon 106. Okay students, so it will be 6.022 into 10 the power 22. Okay, so how this 22 came student, because this is 0.1. So this 0.1, it will be 1 by 10 itself. So this 10 we can write it into 10 the power minus 1. When it goes into the numerator, then it will become 10 the power minus 1. So 10 the power 23 into 10 the power minus 1, it will give the 10 the power 22. Okay, so the answer will be 6.022 into 10 the power 22. So these are the number of atoms given in this formula unit mass, that is of a Na2CO3. Now what we have to find? We have to find the number of atoms of each kind. We have to find the number of the atoms in Na, sodium, in carbon, and in that of the oxygen. So this is for the overall. We can say this one is for this formula unit mass, or for this one atom. Now I see here. So answer, what does it came? That is 6.022 into 10 the power 22. Now, how many number of atoms are there in this formula unit, student? So in Na2CO3, there are 2 atoms of sodium, 1 atom of carbon, 3 atoms of oxygen. Okay, so these 3 things are given in this formula. So you see student, we know that 1 mole of an atom is equals to 1 mole or an atom, that will be equals to, or 1 atom consisting of how many number of particles, that is equals to 6.022 into 10 the power 23. So 1 atom is consisting of this much number of particles. So okay, so with the help of this we are able to find the number of atoms in each of these different elements which is given in that of the formula. So at first we will see the number of atoms in sodium. So number of atoms in sodium, so 2 atoms are there. So if 2 atoms are there in a sodium, so we can multiply the number of particles of one atom into 2. So number of particles in one atom of a sodium is 6.022 into 10 the power 23. Okay, so you can see here our number of the atoms which is attached with the sodium, that is 2. So the answer will come is 1.2044 into 10 the power 24. Why 24 students? Because 6 into 2, 12. So it will be like 12.044 into 10 the power 23. If you write like this, that is okay. since the decimal comes to this one, here between 1 and 2, so here the it will increases from 23 to 24. Okay. Now the next one is the one atom of carbon. So only one atom of a carbon is there, student, and we know that in a one atom, the number of the particles present in the one atom is equals to 6.022 into 10 the power 23. So the answer will be 6.022 into 10 the power 23. Now if we talk about the three atoms of that of the oxygen, so in case of that, the number of atoms in oxygen is 3 and the number of particles in one atom of oxygen is 6.022 into 10 the power 23. So we will multiply 3 into 6.022 into 10 the power 23. This will come 1.8066 into 10 the power 24. Okay, students. So this is what? This is the, at first we have find the number of particles present in that of the Na2CO3, that is the sodium bike, Na2CO3, that is sodium carbonate. Okay, and after that we have to find the atoms of the each kind, that is each one which is present in this formula. So we know that the 2 atoms of a sodium is there. So we will multiply the value of a one atom of a particle, that is 6.022 into 10 the power 23 into 2. We will get the answer that this much number of a particles is present in this Na2. This much of a carbon, because only one atom is there, so we will multiply with 1, we will get the same answer. So this much number of particles are present in the carbon of this formula, and here since 3 oxygen atom is attached with it, so the number of particles which is present in the oxygen is 1.8066 into 10 the power 24 in this formula. Okay, students. Now you see, student, this is the next question. So the question is that if the density of the water is given, and density of the water is 1 gram centimeter cube. What we have to find? We have to find the number of molecules of water, the number of water molecules present in 180 centimeter cube of the water. So density is given here and we have to find the number of molecules. How will you find that, student? For finding the number of molecules, the thing which we needed is the mass, is the molecular mass, and that of the Avogadro's number. Okay, we can find the molecular mass at least. So you see, student. So molecular mass, it will be H2O. So 2 into 1 atomic mass plus 16, that will be 18 gram. Okay, so the molecular mass of that of the water is 18 gram. Next one is Avogadro's number, that is 6.022 into 10 the power 23. What we have to find is the capital N, that is the number of the particles, number of the molecules present in this one, this water. Now one more thing which is needed, and that is the mass. How will we find the mass, students? So you see here, in this question, what are the things are given? If density of the water is 1 gram centimeter cube. So density is given, that is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Find out the number of molecules of water present in 180 centimeter cube of water. So this 180 centimeter cube of water is what, student? It is actually the volume of the water. Okay, so density is given, volume is given. We know the formula, that is density is equals to mass upon volume. Okay, so this density is given, this volume is given. We are able to find the mass of the water also, given mass, because density, volume of the water is given. So we can find the mass also. So this will be equals to mass is equals to density into volume. So this will be 1 gram per centimeter cube into 180 centimeter cube. This you can write it like per centimeter cube, students, or centimeter per centimeter cube, like this. So this is per centimeter cube, this is centimeter cube, they will cancel each other. Okay, because this will be centimeter cube upon centimeter cube. Now 1 gram into 180, that will be equals to 180 gram. Okay, so the mass of the given mass of the water is 180 gram. I repeat it. See, the density is given, that is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Volume is given, that is 180 centimeter cube. We have to find the mass. Okay. So mass is equal, density is equals to mass upon volume, or mass is equals to density into volume. So we will multiply the 1 gram per centimeter cube to 180 centimeter cube. We will get this. This centimeter cube will be like, students, centimeter cube. Centimeter per centimeter cube, it means divided by centimeter cube. So they will cancel each other. Only gram will be left. So 1 into 180, that will be 180 gram. So this will be the mass of the given mass of the water. Now if you are knowing the mass, we are able to calculate the number of molecules. Formula is N is equals to N by N naught M upon M. So that will be also equals to N is equals to M into N naught upon capital M, that is a molecular mass. Okay, so I think you have understood. We have to find the number of a molecule, students. All the three things are known to us, that is a given to us, and now by this we are able to find the number of molecule of a water. Okay, so by putting the values, capital M is 180, small m is given mass is 180 into 6.022 into 10 the power 23 upon 18. Will cancel each other, it will become 10 here. So 10 into 6.022 into 10 the power 23. This 10 will going to add with this. Sorry. Now it will become 6.022 into 10 the power 24. Okay. So the number of molecules which is present in that of the number of molecules of water which is present in the 180 centimeter cube of the water is 6.022 into 10 the power 24. Okay, students, so these are the numericals which is related to that of the mole concept. So now you are able to find the number of moles by the formula N is equals to small m by capital M. You are able to find the number of particles by the formula N upon N naught. As well as if the three things are given, you are able to find put the value there, N by M. N by N naught is equals to small m by capital M. By using this formula, you are able to find the mass, you are able to find that of the number of particles. Okay, so these are the questions which is related to finding mole, which is related to finding number of particles as well as that of the mass of the given compound. Okay.